What is shadow work and why it is scary sometimes? Shadow work is this idea of uncovering hidden parts of ourselves, uncovering the subconscious beliefs, programming, trauma that is stored at the back of our minds without having a conscious idea or understanding of what they are. So when we're talking about shadow work, we're talking about these dark aspects, and dark in the sense of the fact that they have no light. We don't know them yet. So even the words dark side of the self, shadow side of the self can create a little bit of mystery and at the same time fear. But it's nothing to be afraid of. Our shadow means that it's just parts of us that we haven't uncovered yet. And some of those parts have a lot of energy, a lot of potentiality, a lot of things that they can offer us. As long as we see them, we heal them when necessary, we understand them, we acknowledge them, and then we bring them to light, to the conscious mind after this work. So shadow work is really talking about that. There's nothing to fear about it. I hear a lot of people that saying that I don't want to do shadow work because I don't know what I'm going to uncover about myself. Most people think that they will uncover their monsters or really vicious, evil people, or they will uncover some kind of demon or whatever within themselves. This is not true. Imagine that you are like an iceberg, and the tip of the iceberg that is above the sea is what you know about yourself, the conscious part of yourself, the parts that you know what they are because you've seen them over and over again. You know them, they're obvious. But this other part of you, which is the biggest part, obviously, is still an iceberg, but it's just below the sea. It's still part of you, it's still you. And even if you don't want to see it or you're afraid to see it, believe me, it runs your life. So whether you want to avoid seeing it, it's there, it's working behind the scenes, doing its thing, manifesting the programming it has. So the best thing you can do for yourself and your life and manifesting the life you want is to actually go within and find those parts of you that are not working necessarily towards your goals, or they're working against the goals, because those parts exist. If you don't have what you want, what you desire in your life, there are parts of you in the subconscious mind, in this part of you that is hidden underneath the level of the sea, let's say, that is basically working against those goals. So gather up the bravery, gather up the courage, and shadow work is the best and most helpful and strategic and efficient way for you to get more inspiration, more alignment, understand who you are, understand your own soul purpose. It's one of the best tools we have in order to understand what's going on in our lives and why we have been manifesting what we're manifesting. Especially if you're confused, if you are seeking clarity, if you want to move forward, if you want to achieve goals that you don't yet have. Shadow work, going within, looking at those aspects strategically, looking at the specific aspects that are affecting you right now, is going to help you move forward faster. It's going to open up ways for you to understand what actions to take and get the inspiration, the energy, the resources you need in order to do that. Shadow work is nothing to be afraid of. Yes, it can be difficult to get to because when we're going into pathways that we don't know where they are getting to, it's like opening the door of a house that is dark and going within to search for things. It can be scary, but there are no, I promise you, you won't discover that you're a monster. You won't discover something really evil about yourself. You won't discover something that will scare you this much that you cannot handle it. Every step of the way you take with diligent shadow work and respectful shadow work towards yourself will uncover something you're ready to deal with, something you are, it's time for you to see. I'm not going to say that nothing is difficult, right? But it's going to be liberating, freeing, empowering, and inspiring when you uncover it, understand where it comes from, and take it with you instead of having it, that part of you, against you. So go do your shadow work. I'm here if you need help. This is my expertise, and I am sending you my best wishes for you to uncover yourself deeply. Have a good day.